Always stay humble and kind.
Hey guys, Kanani here with Little Honeybee. So I want to do a quick video on what is going on around here during the summer. So first thing first, when we wake up during the summer, this was actually applied when we started our school year last year. We were doing what is an hour, 45 minutes to an hour outside. Like, so the kids would wake up, make their bed, brush their teeth, do the basics, and then we like strictly head outside. And they would play for like 45 minutes to an hour, which that is still what I'm doing. I feel like when we do that, the downtime when we come in and start actually doing our work is a lot easier. Like, they get that first morning like jump out of it. But along with that, what we're doing before the whole going outside is I have a YouTube. Kids workout, there's tons of them. We just do a basic one that has your basic jumping jacks and has your basic squat and whatnot, and we're not strict on it. It's just to get the kids moving and everything for the day. So that's our first thing, is get everything going, get everything just jumping and moving. I strongly believe that because your kids are homeschooled, especially at the young age, before they are in first grade, before they are 6, everything that they are learning should be manners, should be, well, respect falls into manners, but things done in a home. Like, they are to pick chore wise, they need to be responsible for different things, they need to have all those kind of things down before the first grade. Because in our home, I do not officially school my child until they are entering first grade, 6 or older. Not to say that my child isn't already learning different things, which they are, but if they learn it for 2 minutes and then they're like, okay, I'm done, I'm walking away, that's okay. I'm not going to say, nope, we need to finish this, sit here, like how we would do when they officially start homeschooling. And so a lot of the morning stuff is routine, as far as make sure your beds are made, picked up, and then before we actually head out for the day or whatever, we get started. So during the summer, we still have all that going on. We do school. Most homeschool families school, and they follow like either a schedule or anything. My kids, again, are still younger. My son's going to go into 3rd grade, which is kind of exciting. It's like an official grade level. I know 1st and 2nd are official grade levels, but I feel like there's this, like, we have to get things done this year kind of mentality going for 3rd grade. Not that we didn't get anything done before, but I'm excited. It's bigger stuff, so it's pretty neat. But either way, we got to get started on a lot of different things. So during the summer, I kind of want to pack in a review. But again, we're not strict on summer like a lot of people. We don't really follow a schedule. So if I don't school Monday, Tuesday, or if I don't school a whole week, we're totally okay with that. I want my kids to get that summer feeling, especially as we live down here in Texas. The river, we have several rivers actually, but the one that I like to go to and that I can actually go to without my husband, and we can go during the day if he's working or whatnot, is only 5 minutes away, and we spend like our life out there kind of during the summer. So I don't want to take that away. I feel like that's a lot more, they're going to get more out of the hands-on activity than they would reading, doing a section out of a book of any sort. So I'm really not scheduled wise on that, so we're okay with that. But when we are on schedule, what we are doing is basics. We're reviewing math, and we are reviewing some type of reading. And we are, this year, this summer, I'm going to add in a writing. I picked up a great idea from Serena. I'm going to have her channels linked in the description. She has great videos, guys. I love them all. You have to watch them. I love her way of teaching. I think we're kind of the same. Eclectic. We pull sources, and we definitely both build our own curriculums. We do not follow, say, one curriculum per se, like to the T, and that's kind of what I like about all of it. So I'm excited. You gotta watch her channel, and let's get to our summer, what we are doing. So for summer, we pick a topic, and then I basically build one big unit study out of that summer, out of that topic, and we roll with it. But my kids are the ones who pick space this year. It's been going on all throughout the school year that's what they've been wanting. So Okay, so we actually had somebody join us. Say hello, Mr. Miles. This is Mr. Miles. He's our little 1-year-old. He's so chubby. Okay, so we picked space, and for space, I have a book basket. I don't know if y'all have seen my book basket. If you follow my channels, I might have mentioned it or not. I have this basic book basket, and this is just right here by our couch. And in this, we'll have my books that we are either going with our lessons or anything. We do 5 in a row during the school year, and I have like the go-along books for that. So of course we have space books. I want to talk about a few. All of these I had on hand. I think one I borrowed from a friend, and that's it. But the rest I have on hand. So this is our Mars, of course, because we're talking about space. It's a National Geographic, and I picked this up at the Dollar Tree. This is great. They have different ones. It's not just space. They have, oh, what's more? Look at this book. Look at this one. See it? Oh my goodness. They're very well illustrated. I love them, and they're easy to pick up right here from this basket, so the kids can just pick them up either in the morning or in the afternoon, however they want to pick them up. They just pick them up, look through them. It's just a reinforcement. Of course, if during our study we need to reference to one of them, they're right here on hand. I have also, these two are awesome. We have space here, and we have planet Earth. These are from the Dollar Tree as well. So if you have not visited your local Dollar Tree, you really need to. They have a lot of great books in there. Again, they are all these ones are questions and answers, so they're like the most common questions and then the answers to all of them. Again, they are very well illustrated. They have a lot of detail and everything. Just from the front page you can see it, from the back of the cover. I think you can't beat $1, guys, and it's a really good deal. They actually have a lot of great stuff at the Dollar Tree. You just got to be able to find it. And with anything else, there are some things that you can probably just buy at your local Walmart. I shop at H-E-B, so that are actually cheaper than buying at the Dollar Tree. But that's some things. But books are not those things. These are really great. We have a few small other ones. We have Ideas About Space from the Concept Science little book here. This is a really neat little book. And then, of course, we have the Scholastics, and this is another Science Emergent reader. So this is a little reader for that one. It's the sun. And then, of course, we have the Story of Flight. We actually read this one during the school year, but I put it in here just because it's a great little reader for my son, and he actually likes to pick it up. It's not necessarily space but it is flight in general, so we still have that one in there. We are going to pick up some books from our local library as far as readers go for space, so I'm kind of excited about that. Another thing that I did not realize how big I am on, but I actually am, my kids are already limited on TV time. They're only allowed to watch TV, so this is a thing about them getting up early. They are only allowed to watch TV till 9 in the morning. So if they get up after 9 in the morning, which is they do sometimes, but it's not all the time. But if they get up after 9, there's no TV. It's only before 9, and then so they can only watch during the afternoon. During the afternoon, they're only allowed to watch either a show related. They watch National Geographic or anything, and that's only if we have downtime. And that's as far as, like, maybe it's been way too hot outside, so we're coming in from outside from anything we're doing. So I say, hey, you can go ahead and watch a little bit of TV. And they already only watch National Geographic. They Dino Dana. Guys, careful. So it's I'm strict on what they're allowed to watch. There's only certain cartoons they can even watch. So during the summer, during our space adventure, they are only going to be, let him have it. They are only going to be allowed to, well, not only going to be allowed to, but we're going to have a lot of reinforcement as far as Netflix and anything space. The Martian is actually one of Memphis's favorite movies. It is a little bit grown up, so you do have to, I watch these things with my children. I don't just sit them down and, hey, watch this movie. No, I watch these things with my children. So, of course, for some parts that might come up, there either is discussion or there is fast forwarding or whatever of whatnot in those spaces. So, come here, buddy. Oh, he's going to throw a little bit. Come here, buddy. It's okay. Here. Give him this. This is real life, people. I give you props for all the people who have like those 10 minutes to do their videos and there's like nothing in the background. That is amazing. I mean, I have 4 kids. Not that that's an issue. I'm not saying that I have 4 and I can't get anything done. It's just there's like 4 kids running around all the time. So, and he's over it, I think. Yep, he's done. Okay. So again, we will be doing Magic School Bus. I definitely use Magic School Bus as a reinforcement. They have Ultra Space. They have so many that either go with whatever we're studying. That I love Magic School Bus. I definitely use it. Again, another thing that I was not big on, but I have started doing is our tablet. I do have a tablet for our kids here. And on this one, I did download the NASA Space News. They have that one. They do have the Space Reader on here. And of course, they have all their games on their tablet are learning games. There is nothing, there's no racing, there's no zombies, there's none of that. We have nothing but just learning games. So, again, that's another reinforcement. They are only allowed like either 10 or 15 minutes on it, and that's only if I'm helping my son do something, my daughter can be on the tablet doing one of her sections as far as spelling or whatnot, and then vice versa. That's how they work. So I really do like it that way. And then say hello, Memphis. Hi. Okay. So that's our topic for summer. That's what I'm doing. So as far as math, what we are going to be doing as just a review is going to be this one right here. It's going to be this Math Lessons for a Living Education Book 3. This was given to me by a friend. I'm very grateful that I got this. I looked at this a few weeks ago and I saw it and I decided that I'm actually going to do it during the summer because it looks more of like a review for my son. We do Horizons Math during the school year, so I saw this and thought, hey, this is a great way to keep us reviewing without actually touching into my Horizons for this next year or reviewing what we've already learned in our Horizons, because that's normally what I'll do. I'll just go to our 2nd grade Horizons and we'll just do lessons all over again, and I'll pick like 1 or 2 from them throughout the week. So this one's actually pretty neat. I've never done this one. I think there's 36. Yes, there's 36 lessons here, so we're not going to get through it all summer, but I will definitely keep it on for review as far as like when we're on break or anything and I need them to do something. That's definitely one of them. So what they have is a little story, and it's talking about what their mother has them to do on this first lesson one. And then at the end, of course, you actually have to do the part of it that the mother was asking the child to do. So again, this was reviewing odds and evens, counting by 2s, 4s, or 2s, 5s, and 10s, and so place value. My son has already mastered all of these. So again, this is why I've said that this is what I'm going to do as a review for math. It is a very simple curriculum. If you're looking for something and you're having trouble finding a math curriculum, I highly recommend this Math Lessons for a Living Education. This is book 3. I believe they have a book 1 and 2. They're not based on grade levels, so it's not to say book 1 is 1st grade, book 2 is 2nd grade. It's actually based on what they've already mastered. So in this one, I feel like my son's mastered majority of these things. So again, this is like a review for him. Math wise, for my daughter, I'm just going to do basic. Again, she just turned 6, so she will be officially starting 1st grade in the fall. She has not had officially formal school, regardless if she's sat there and she's done a lesson out of her Horizons K. She does have Horizons K, and she's been going through those. We are starting fresh with her. So during the summer, what I'm doing is reviewing numbers. I want her to know as far as like what multiplication is. She's not going to do multiplication. She's just going to know the symbol of multiplication, division, subtraction, addition. I want her to get those facts down. I would like her to learn the word addition, subtraction, division. I need her to learn those words, so when she has to read a story, she'll already know these words. They are not sight words. So again, that is where when we move to reading here in a second, that's what we're doing. For reading and all that, my son is actually, right now, he's reading 3 hours a day. That is broken up throughout the day. It's not straight 3 hours. We are part of the reading program at our local library, where they have to read a certain amount of books to get tickets, and those tickets are into a raffle and they win prizes. And they have awesome prizes, like there's fishing poles, there's like little game things in there. They're really neat prizes. So right now they're like on a reading frenzy and reading 3 hours a day. After the few weeks, they're probably going to dropped down to like an hour a day, which I think is ideal. Sometimes it's 45 minutes to an hour, which is okay because it's summer and they can do that. My son is reading all different books that he's been checking out, but we do have, oh, careful, buddy, careful, careful. Again, like I said, poor kids. We do have these little books that I picked up from a friend, and this is our come along book, and these ones do have little, I mean, some of y'all might know these books, they're very vintage books, but they have little stories within the book, and these are great little stories. So he is reading these ones, and we are marking every story as 15 minutes because he does take about that long to read within them. I believe my son is a strong reader. He gets a little bit anxious when he sees a big old book and he's like, I can't read that book. And then we open it up and he looks at the words and he's like, oh, I know all those. And we're like, yes, you do. It's just the size of the book that he gets worried about. So that's what he's doing as far as reading. I'm not really doing anything else on him. Again, for reading for my daughter, I am reading to her, and that's any book she picks from up here, from our bookshelves, or any books that she picks up from the library. We do read through those. We do a read out loud during the summer. If you watch my videos, you do know that my read out loud for bedtime started years ago, is the Boxcar Children series. My kids love it. So for bedtime story, that is what we read. We read 1 chapter, 2 chapters. I've read 3 chapters before, so we definitely do those. But what I did pick up during the summer, give me 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so I was here during what we picked up for our daily read out loud, because I feel like if you do read to your kids, don't stress on okay, let me back up for a second. My son, reading, I would say, is one of his least favorite subjects because of the fact that if he saw the size of a book or anything, so I never really pressure him into getting a bigger book than he's wanted to, even though when he picks up those little books, I'm like, you can read, and he will read. He'll read like 10 of them, and I'm just like, you pick up one big book, you'll actually read a whole story. But if your child is having like a moment where they're reading and then they're just like, you can tell that something's wrong, they're not wanting to, they're not in the same attitude they have, just pick up the book from your child and say, okay, here, I'll help you out, and you continue, and you read a page, a page or two, and then say, okay, how about your turn? Or do that. I find that really does work. When we first started out with him, is I would read 1 page and then he would read 1 page, and it really did help. Don't let them get frustrated on reading. I feel like if you do that, that opens up the door that they can just continue to do that all the time. So just keep it smooth, keep it going. Whether you have to pick it up and read it for them, that's okay. Just continue to keep a positive environment as far as reading goes. Don't go all crazy and say like, you need to read this book right now. Like, it doesn't work that way. I'm sure most people, if you went to a classroom and you saw a teacher yelling at a child and telling them that they needed to do that assignment right now and there was nothing to it, you'd be very upset as a parent if someone else was yelling. So as a parent and as a teacher, you don't want to do that to your own children. Does that make sense? Like, you wouldn't want someone else to do it, so you shouldn't do it to your own children. So back to the books. During the summer, we picked up The Buffalo Knife. Highly recommend this book. My kids are loving it right now. This is our daily read out loud. This is what we read when we come in for snack or lunch. I read a chapter out of this one, and it is a really good book. Again, highly recommend it. We picked this up. Our library was having books on sale, 50 cents, guys, and it's actually becoming one of their favorite books. We like it. We also picked up The Borrowers. I saw this on somebody else's channel. It looked great. It was recommended. I picked it up, but I also saw it on somebody else's channel saying that their boys did not like it. So I'm hoping it's a little bit different for my kid. I'm hoping he does like it. If not, at least my daughter will like it more than likely. So that's going to be our second one as soon as we finish The Buffalo King. So we definitely, read out louds are a thing here, and they're not all read in one day. It's a chapter a day. If I do forget to read the chapter a day, no big deal. Like I said, summer is not scheduled, and that's what I like about summer. It is not scheduled, so I think it's great. So as far as reading for June, we talked about how reading for Memphis, that's what he does. Reading for June, again, I read her books like I said before. Writing wise is mixed in with learning phonics for her. So as you see, I have this board here that has a little magnets on it. I really do like it. When I am teaching her these letters here, I will say this is the letter A, but this letter makes the A sound, this letter makes the B sound, this letter makes the F sound, and I am doing the phonemic awareness of these letters because I'm going to teach her how to read fluently and not just memorize words, and that's actually what I really like about it. I have this, it came, we got this little jar of things, so we're able, and this is the only thing she's doing. Once she gets these down, which she did yesterday, she did a majority of them, she'll make words out of them. She made bed yesterday, and she was so excited that she could read bed all on her own and she could spell it. So when I bring writing into here is that we have these little notebooks here. I picked these up at the Dollar Tree, and in here she will write the word. She will write the word. I will write it once, or she can copy work it from her letter there, and she'll write it. And she'll just write it maybe once, twice, 3 times. Sometimes it's just however she feels on it, but she does have to write it. And we'll write all of them. And then from there, I will take her journal, okay, which I don't have right now. I have a journal that I am writing down each word she's made. And then so later on, we can review all the words that she has made, and it's already like in a list form for her, because this usually just ends up getting torn off, or what, see, very simple, it just ends up getting torn off and it goes to the next page, because my kids like to use these a lot for different various things. So she practices writing on it, but I will save her words that she has learned already. For the tips and things I'm following on, that is for teach your child how to read, not in 100 days, it's not that one. It says, oh, learning your child how to read. I will have their link down below. I bought their program a year ago with Memphis when he started, no, 2 years ago, when he started first grade. I bought that program. I like the way they're teaching. Like I said, I build my own curriculum, so I don't follow everything that I do have to a T. I will tweak it, and I will work it to work for me and what my child already learns. Like when I bought it, Memphis he already knew his sounds, he already knew his ABCs, and he already knew various words. So a lot of it I skipped and just went to basics and taught him things that weren't related, or different rules about as far as vowels and consonants. So I do like that I'm gonna get to start fresh with it with June. So, but I will have their link down below. I think it's a great curriculum, and you should definitely look at it. I highly recommend it. I've never looked at teaching your kids how to read in 100 easy lessons. I hear it's a really great curriculum, but I have not picked that up yet. So again, I will have it down below, the one that I am using. Writing for Memphis. I picked up a great tip from Serena. I'm not sure if I already mentioned this, but I will have her channel linked down below. She does this mail time, which basically her kids will get down and write a letter to either a family member or a friend and then send it off, which I think is awesome. A lot of people don't write these days, and it's a great way. How fun. I know my son's excited because he wants to write his cousins, and he gets to just tell them all these things. So 1, we have the excitement there. 2, he's going to be writing and not even really feel like it's something he has to do. So I like that aspect, and if it works really well during the summer, we are definitely carrying it to a school year. He will be writing to his cousins and a friend, so I'm kind of excited about that, and hopefully they write back. But either way, he will continue to write to them. So I will have her channel linked down below. She has great videos. And that's pretty much it that's going on around here in the summer. Again, we are kind of laid back, not scheduled, and it is just rolling with 4 kids. We get a lot done regardless. I am not super mom, and I hear that a lot. I just get stuff done that needs to get done. At the same time, we have a lot of hands-on activities that we just free play a lot through. So if you want to hear anything else, keep up with my channel. I will try to do weekly videos. I am part of the virtual collaboration group on YouTube, so I think we have a few collaborations coming up, so I definitely will get those up. If you have any questions, you can definitely message me or email me. I will have all my things in the description of where you can find me. That's pretty much it, what's going on. gotta kind of get our day started here. It is Saturday, early morning, so it's not really like a big day started, but I have some things planned today. So we'll see y'all guys. Bye.
Always stay humble and kind.